Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Gardening with Grayson. In today's video, I'm going to be planting up this Coleus and a few other things, a few other plants. I love this container. This is about a 14-inch diameter container. I've had these containers for several years, and I just love them because of the patina on them. They are resin. They're pretty lightweight, but they still are pretty substantial and have quite a bit of weight to them. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and let you know that I am not emptying all this soil out this year. I started with fresh soil last year, the Miracle Grow potting mix, and you know what? It usually doesn't grow roots all the way down to the bottom. So I'm going to go in and just recharge this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my organic. This is the Organic Biotone Starter Fertilizer, and this is really good to promote good root growth. So I'm just going to go in, recharge the soil. I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit in. And I'm just going to kind of work that all in, all those goodies and nutrients all in the soil. And then what I'm going to do is just make a well right in the center. And I'm going to be planting these Coleus because I have a lot of shade back here in the backyard. And I love Coleus because they're easily to propagate. And a lot of times I'll just go in and pinch these tops off. Once they get too tall, I'll pinch them off and just go around and drop them in various different pots and containers, and they just root within a couple of days. It's pretty interesting how that happens. But Coleus are fantastic for taking cuttings from. I do it every year, and I've always had great success. So I just go in and make just a little bit of a well here in the center. As you can see, I just want to put soil all the way up and around. So next I'm going to go in with my Proven Winners Premium Continuous Release Plant Food. This is excellent. And so there's a couple of things that I do here. There's a nice handy shaker top where you can just go in and shake it out. So I'm just going to shake a little bit of this in also. And this is activated by heat. So the hotter, as it gets hotter throughout the year, the summer, this will activate and work even more. So this is a beautiful Coleus. This is really pretty, and this is just kind of your common variety of Coleus. I picked Coleus that I picked up at Lowe's. It's called Colors by Coleus. It's Main Street, Bourbon Street Coleus. And the growing conditions, cold hardiness is all zones. Non-hardy below negative 40 degrees. It's going to get about 18 to 24 inches high and about 16 to 24 inches wide. You want to space these about 16 to 20 inches apart from each other, and you just want to fertilize them monthly. However, I use a liquid dissolvable plant food, and I water mine and feed them weekly for maximum growth. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this in the ground. So I just start right out by turning this right upside down. The root system looks beautiful. Sometimes you can kind of break this up just a bit, but this is going to be my main focus right in the center. Put dirt back in. Put that right in the middle. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in around underneath. So if this is my thriller, then I'm going to put these Coleus in as a filler. I really don't need these. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in around underneath. So if this is my thriller, then I'm going to put these Coleus in as a filler. I really don't need these. What I'm going to do is go ahead and fill in around this main Coleus because I want to really pack this container out. So if this is my main thriller plant, I'm going to go in with some of these little tiny Coleus, and I love these too. This is just, again, I picked these up at Lowe's or Home Depot or my local garden center, and this just kind of helps to play off the color. So I'm going to go in, I believe I'm going to use these lime green ones. So I'm just going to go right in. loosen those right up, just kind of pop them in. Let's put one here. So since I only have 3 of them, I'm just going to imagine this in thirds. And again, these Coleus are shade lovers, and they perform very, very, very well for me. So again, just making a little well. You want to just make sure that you have good root to soil contact. You don't really want any air pockets in here. And these will fill in beautifully in a couple of weeks. Let me turn this around so you can see it. These will fill in like crazy, and again, I'll be able to come along and just pinch these off and pop them in another container somewhere. And I'll be demonstrating to you how I do that. It's really easy. You just, once the Coleus are such vigorous growers that they get really tall, and to help them bush out, branch out, and be really full, I just come in and pop those tops off, and it helps them to kind of branch out again. So again, normally I wouldn't need these, but since I really want these containers to be really full, I'm going to go ahead and pop these in. And I think the lime green just really plays off the nice lime green margin of the sleeve. It's exactly a beautiful color echo and a color match. As you can see, that burgundy and that lime green just goes really well. It pairs very well with each other. So this is going to be one of 2 containers. I'm going to be doing 2 of these. So there you have it. It's just that easy. So anytime that you find yourself in the garden center and you're not really sure about shade-loving perennials, shade-loving annuals, I should say, anytime you find yourself in the garden center and you're not sure about shade-loving plants or annuals, shade-loving annuals, always know that Coleus are going to be huge, high performers. You can always use these. And again, they propagate so easily, so do not be afraid of them. Just pick them up, a little variety pack of them, bring them home, pop them in the ground, pop them in a container, and that's what I do with them, and I think that you'll be well pleased, and the Coleus will be a mainstay in your shade garden every year. So thank you so much for gardening with Grayson in this video, and we will see you in the next one.